You're detained and I control your movement.
You can put me in cuffs right now and put me in the back of your car. Okay, all right, let me sit this down.
Let me ask you a question. Is camping an illegal activity? This man named Heinze is approached by a sergeant for not showing ID during a camping dispute. Despite not being in violation of any city ordinances, the sergeant, acting on a misguided assumption based on Heinze's vehicle and clothing, insisted that Heinze was camping illegally. A heated disagreement ensued over the definition of camping and the reasonable interpretation of the law. Heinze, knowing his rights, refused to provide ID, but the sergeant, displaying a blatant disregard for Heinze's rights, escalated the situation by threatening arrest. Things get heated as the officer becomes aggressive. Watch what happens next. Share your thoughts in the comments below.
How are you today?
What can I help you with?
Can I see some ID from you, sir?
What do I do illegal?
Well, we have a county ordinance that prohibits camping in the park. And by the appearance of your vehicle,
Just the appearance of my vehicle?
by the appearance of the vehicle, shoes outside the car, all the windows covered, I think it would lead a reasonable person to believe that you were temporarily lodging here.
Well, I think you're being unreasonable.
All right, well,
My windows are not all covered.
yeah, actually they all are. And your shoes are stationed outside your vehicle. So I'd like to see some ID, please.
I think you're misinterpreting the law of camping.
All right, well,
What does it say exactly? Because it just camping? What's the definition of camping?
the county ordinance says that it would lead a reasonable person to believe that you are using
Okay.
the vehicle as lodging. So
Yeah,
I would
you're-
like to see some ID, please.
Yeah, what's a reasonable definition of
I'm
camping?
not going to sit here and debate.
That's what you're doing.
That's an idea for the court system, sir.
Okay.
I'm doing my job. I'd
Excuse
like
me.
to see some ID. No, you can
right.
stay right here.
Am I under detainment?
Yes, you are being detained.
Okay.
So because
right.
of your detainment, I would like to see some ID, please.
All right. Well, I mean, I can identify myself. You didn't even tell me who you are.
Sergeant Oligny, right here.
Oligny?
Oligny, my badge number is 244. I'm with the
Sheriff.
Outagamie Sheriff's Office.
And you're a field training officer.
Could I see some identification,
Okay.
please?
Well, I mean, yeah, my last name's Heinze.
Could I see an identification that identifies you, sir?
Oligney. Okay.
We can go round and round, or I can put you in handcuffs and I can take you to jail for the county ordinance violation.
Well, I think it's unreasonable for you to do that because I'm not camping. I mean, you want to take me before a judge and have the judge.
Can you can we not do this?
What do you mean? Well, you're approaching me
Because you are violating what I believe is a county ordinance.
Okay, I'm parked in the parking lot. I'm within the spaces, right?
You also have your
legally-
vehicle. You have all of your windows covered.
Okay.
You have part of your clothing outside of the vehicle, indicating that you are using this vehicle for your occupancy.
My clothing, okay. Yeah, you're using a very tight. Well, I mean, we can see what the prosecutor says if you want to charge me, I guess.
All I'd like to do, sir, is have a conversation. Know who I'm dealing with.
No, we're beyond conversation. This isn't just some friendly conversation. I'm detained.
You
right?
are.
All right.
While I investigate a county ordinance violation.
I invoke my rights. Oligny. I mean, I could tell you my name, sure. It's Heinze, like I said. You tell me your last name, I told you my last name.
What's your first name?
It doesn't sound so much like you want to you charge me.
What is your first name?
But if you do,
Travis?
I mean, I guess we'll have to
I
go
never
before.
want to charge anybody.
But,
what I'd like to do is usually part of my job is investigate who I'm dealing with.
Yeah. And Fourth Amendment.
You do, though, when I'm investigating ordinance violation.
Well, I suspect you of committing a crime too, violating my rights. So I'd like to know who you are. Who's violating my rights, Oligny? What's your first name, and I'll tell you my first name.
Mr. Heinze.
Yep.
I'm looking for your first name.
Yep.
And your middle initial and your birthday.
All I'm asking is your first name. Well, and yeah, I'd like to hear your birthday as well. I'm willing to exchange that information with you.
Okay. At this point, I've got you. You're now resisting.
Yep. Oh, yeah. I'm willing to change.
Under Wisconsin
You're resisting.
Law, under Wisconsin law, you have when I have a right to detain
the authorities.
Which I do.
And you
have an obligation to identify yourself.
Yes, you do too. You have to tell me who you are.
I have identified myself.
I don't know. I don't know
round
your
and
S.
round and round.
What is S? It's a simple question.
244.
It's a simple question. You got to get it back up so you can arrest me.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen.
For
Wisconsin statute
identification. I'm sorry.
94641. You're from the state of Washington.
94641.
You're not familiar.
Yeah, and the minimum is just tell your name.
I have told you my name.
No, you didn't. You know your full name?
Sergeant Oligny.
What's your full name, Oligny?
I don't need to tell you my
Okay, is
first
that going to be on the ticket? Whatever the charge? I
my
guess it's more.
identification will be on the ticket. Yes.
Okay, your badge number, your full name. You know, I got to be able to hear this. Because how am I going to bring you before court if I don't have your full name?
I'll make sure you appear.
I got to make sure you appear as well.
You'll be held in jail until you identify yourself.
I'm willing to identify who I am. This is my car.
244. I've got a male party here who's refusing to identify himself and cooperate.
Based on a false premise, too, on top of all of that. You're doing a warrant check based on a false premise. We're looking at a trial. We're going to jail. How far is the jail from here?
15 minutes.
Okay, I gotta
we'll
get
tow
back.
Your car to secure your car.
Oh, you're gonna tow my car. It's legally parked.
But if it's left here overnight, which they'll probably be.
I'm gonna be in jail tonight. Oh, I'm not gonna. Is there a bond?
Right now you're resisting.
You're resisting. What? I just need to know your name, and then I'll exchange you.
I've told you Sergeant Oligny for at least
I told you my last name, Heinze. Heinze. How hard is that to get through to you?
What is your birthday?
Okay, let's hear your birthday, and I'll tell you mine.
I don't have an obligation to tell you my birthday.
And why is that?
Because you do.
Why is that?
You are under investigation.
Yeah, and you're under investigation as well, in a way, because you're violating my rights. I have civil rights.
There's no investigation right now.
I have civil rights.
I'm not under investigation. I'm conducting a law enforcement activity. You're not going back in the car.
Oh, you won't let me get back in my car? Okay, I'm under arrest.
You're detained, and I control your movement.
You can put me in cuffs right now and put me in the back of your car. Okay, all right, let me sit this down.
Oh, stop reaching.
All right. Yeah, you're taking it. You're taking it. This is escalation training for you. You're the
I want to pat you down. Why? Because you match the suspect description. This innocent man was going for exercise in the park. Suddenly, a cop approached him and started asking questions. The man insists he is not the suspect and becomes increasingly agitated when the officers, driven by a sense of power and control, refuse to let him go. He argues that they have no legitimate reason to detain him and accuses them of being on a power trip. The situation escalates as the officers, showing a lack of professionalism and disregard for the man's rights, continue to detain him without proper cause. One more officer gets involved, and this goes out of control. Watch what happens next. Share your thoughts in the comments below.
Pardon me?
Are you refusing to speak to me?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay,
yeah.
for sure. Well, right now you're under investigative detention.
Okay.
So we got a call about a male with possible knife that matches your description.
Okay.
That's coming from exactly where you were coming from.
Okay.
And that's what we're investigating. You understand, sir?
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, sir. So just move your bike to the side, please. Move to the side.
I don't condone any searches or anything like this, dude.
Okay,
I'm just walking down the street. I'm going to get a workout in, and you're stopping me because I look like a suspect?
Yeah, absolutely.
No, and I'm not the suspect. Was the suspect having a coffee? Was the suspect doing this or that, dude? I'm not your guy. I'm not your guy. Don't tell me to relax. I'm not stressed.
So you're just going to hold on for a second until we confirm it's not you? And then
Go do your thing, man. You don't even need to be in my face then. Get out of here, bro. Yeah, you're close enough for me, man. I don't... This is ridiculous.
Okay, it's cool. That's fine.
I'm just walking down the street and you sit here and you stop me. Like, do you understand why I'm aggravated?
Yeah, but do you understand why I'm stopping you?
Well, okay, so we have a mutual understanding then, do we?
Yeah, so I understand you.
Okay, perfect. Then until you're done your thing, then perfect.
Yeah, you can hang out. That's fine. No, I should leave your bag down there, please.
Holy fuck, bro. Power trip or what? What, do I look like I have a knife or I'm ready to stab you, bro? You're sitting here saying, like, why do I need to put my bag? Do I look dangerous to you, dude?
You have a knife?
You're twice my size.
Okay, that's fine. It doesn't matter. We're just trying to confirm you're not the suspect.
And how are you going to confirm?
There's ways to do so.
Not you? Like, yeah. Open it down.
Gray streak in the hair.
Oh, no.
Like, come on. Tattoos here, tattoos here. I'm the guy.
Male, 35, 6'1", lots of tattoos.
6'1", bro.
So
I'm 5'9", dude.
Well, you're not much. I'm about 6 feet and you're about my height, so.
No, I'm gonna run away, bro. Like, what the
well,
dude?
I don't know you, right?
Yeah. I haven't done anything wrong. I'm getting detained here for what?
I explained it to you thoroughly.
And so why are you grabbing me like I'm gonna run away? I haven't done anything wrong, bro.
That's all. I'm making sure you don't have any weapons on you. That's all.
I haven't done anything wrong. What's your names and badge numbers, dude?
I'll tell you that.
It's right here on the vest, man.
Is that what you tell the judge?
Yeah, tell me your badge number.
Yeah, 2562. Man.
There you go. Why didn't you do that the first time?
2644.
Perfect.
I thought you were gonna read it for yourself, man. It's right.
Not
on
everybody
my vest.
can read, man. Isn't it your policy to at least identify yourself?
So listen, yeah, we did.
No, you had to convince him.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
You're
read
confused,
it.
Eh? You thought it might be a
It's
fake,
on film. What do you mean? What do you mean I'm obstructing justice by not answering questions?
Yeah, absolutely.
What?
Like
It's my right not to answer questions.
No, you're under investigative detention.
So I don't have to further your investigation.
No, but if you impede my investigation,
I'm not answering question isn't impeding investigation.
Yeah,
I have the right not to
when you
answer
refuse
questions.
to identify yourself, you are
getting
impeding.
a better description.
Okay, perfect. Sounds good. So what's your name?
I'll wait until you get. I need somebody else down here, like a sergeant.
No,
or something.
sergeant's
This is
right there.
ridiculous. Hey, man. I just would like. He asked me how it was going. Goodness gracious, dude. I'm going down to work out at the park on Briere and Rose. That's what I'm going to do.
Okay. Well, we'll try and get you on your way if you're not involved. But we don't know. I'm not all knowing, right? I gotta get down to the bottom of this.
And so I match a description based on what? A picture, based on a verbal description,
Based on a verbal
what?
description. So
Okay, and I don't match the height. The hair, is the hair the same? Like, you can't just, anybody with tattoos that's around 5'9", you can't just pull us over and search us.
No, but they also said a white guy around 35 with tattoos walking this way.
So that could have
How many
been-
other people do you see that look like you coming
Walking this way, dude, he could have taken a left or a right anywhere.
He could have.
Anywhere,
That's
exactly.
Why,
So
you're not. Hey, listen.
you need reasonable articulable suspicion, and this is just
that is enough suspicion, man.
Is
That's
it?
Yep, it very much is.
Okay, well, I'd like to figure out, like, I'm not answering any more of your guys'
You
questions.
don't
I
have
haven't
to talk
done
to me
anything
at all.
wrong.
Yeah, you know it's your right not to talk to me. You don't have to talk to me, but you're not free to go. You understand that, right?
Fair enough.
Yep.
A few moments later.
All right, man. So they gave us the wrong address. It's not you.
I told you.
Good to go.
Told you. You too, man. Hopefully you spent a lot of time getting the wrong guy. The guy's still out there.
This man is discussing an incident with a police officer, highlighting the officer's blatant failure to follow department policy during their interaction. The man explains that it is the officer's duty to call a supervisor when requested by a member of the public, but the officer was unaware of this requirement. The man records the interaction, asserting his right to do so, which angers the officer and leads to a heated disagreement. The officer gets triggered when he starts recording. Watch what happens next. Share your thoughts in the comments below.
Discuss this issue with this officer. I'm going to go discuss the issue with the other officer and the other people who are on scene.
And make sure you explain to that officer that it is your policy, Fort Collins Police Department policy, when a supervisor is requested, it is his duty to call one. Make sure, because he doesn't even know that.
So
these are the tyrants. These are the tyrants that you employ.
Am I missing anything? You asked me to do something. I told you what I'm prepared to do. Am I missing anything?
No.
Okay. All right. This is all on record. I need to have you.
Yeah, but I have the right to record public service in the act of their duty.
You know what? This is all discovered.
And there is no Supreme Court law that says I can, even when you're discussing, I could be right there.
No, you may not be right here.
Yes, I may. It's my right. I'm in public.
Officer, you can go hang out over there.
No, I'm hanging out right here because it's my right.
Dude, if you want me to do a good job, I can't have you just obstructing our investigation.
I'm not obstructing your investigation. Obstruction is a physical thing. It's not a physical thing. No, it's not, because I'm. No, the Supreme Court has ruled that a minimum of 10 feet away.
Go over here.
Don't raise your voice at me.
Follow me.
I can follow you anywhere. I'm in public. Yeah. Huh? Go ahead, and I'll file a complaint for the derelict of the duty. Go ahead.
So, are you going to follow me when I go home?
Yes.
You are. Okay, cool.
This is what happens when you're a white straight male in America, when you live in a blue state. This guy doesn't even know that he was required to call his supervisor, which he didn't. At this point, before we go any further, can you explain to this officer that when a supervisor is requested by a member of the public, it is his duty, your policy, to call a supervisor?
Okay, he knows that now. That is the case. And I'll
Okay.
have a conversation with him later on.
So that proves that everything else that he told you is a lie. Because he's going to lie to cover his ass.
No, it is not.
Yes, it is.
So, we have a lot of policies. We have a lot of procedures.
I know, and I know them well.
And I'm glad you do. I truly am. It makes my job a whole lot easier because then I don't have to educate you on this.
Yes.
Things, correct?
But it's crazy that I got to educate y'all.
So here, you know what? Our policy is like 1,000-page long.
I know.
It's like 1,000 pages.
I know. I love it.
It's a lot to remember.
I know, and I love it.
So,
but that is simple policy.
Can I speak, please? You wanted me to do something. I'm telling you my decision, and that involves me speaking. So if you want to keep interrupting me, we can, this is going to take longer. So you wanted the security charged with theft, and you wanted the prosecutor charged with assault. I've determined that both of those allegations do not have credibility at this point.
Okay.
So I'm not going to do either one of those.
Of course, I knew you wasn't. I told him that before he even went in there.
If you do not like my decision, you are more than welcome to report this to internal
I
affairs.
am.
Understand
I will.
that there was a case report pulled on this and there's
I will.
video evidence available. If
Yeah.
you make false allegations,
I'm not making false allegations.
I'm not doing that right now.
Yeah, because you don't want to do
it. Can I speak, please? No. I got to make very clear to you what's going on here.
And I'm going to make very clear, I have the right, freedom of speech, I have the right to react to anything you say.
Right. You have a freedom of speech, but you also have freedom to listen, okay?
No, I don't.
Okay, so I'm going to give you my card. If you want it, it's there. Would you like this card?
Yes, because the internal affairs,
right, we're going to leave.
I need your card and I need my wallet. I want my wallet.
Your wallet's over there on the bench.
So you just left my wallet for anybody to steal?
Give it to you.
No,
It's your wallet.
we talking about your first priority when you're on duty is to protect people and property.
Yeah, your property's right there. It's your responsibility.
No, he brought it out here and put it there.
Gents, we're done.
This innocent man, suffering from a brachial plexus injury that prevents him from raising both hands, is stopped by an aggressive, unidentified police officer who claimed to have reasonable suspicion but provided no explanation. The innocent man, innocent of any wrongdoing, invoked his Fifth Amendment right. Despite the man's assurances that he was doing well and was free to go, the officer continued to harass him, showing no compassion or understanding. Watch the video and share your thoughts in the comments below.
My dog's right there. My hand, oh, future reference. I have a brachial plexus birth injury. I cannot raise both hands. That is a future reference, and I got it on record for documentation. I'm gonna ask you again though, what's your articulable suspicion? All right, I'm invoking my fifth. I waved you down for help. He hasn't told me his reasonable suspicion. I stopped and asked for help.
How you doing, sir?
Doing all right.
What's going on? How can we help?
I'm doing all right. Don't come too close. My dog is protective. He has decided to detain me. I waved him.
Did you wave him down?
Yes, I did wave him down. I'm free to go.
You've been free to go.
Okay, all right.
You waved him down.
Yeah, he decided to try to tell me I'm detained. Thank you, sir.
You're good to go. Have a good one.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please subscribe to our channel. Our goal is to educate people on First Amendment rights. So make sure you share our videos as much as possible. We will see you in the next video.